and welcome again to the Pastoral Studies. Throughout this chapter, Solomon is just talking about some things that they either don't fit or, they skew the value of things or they're not worthwhile to certain individuals. And here's continuing this discussion here in Proverbs 26, beginning with verse 5. He tells us, that we should, not answer a fool like a fool has said to us, but we should answer them how he deserves. Because otherwise, the fool thinks he's smart. If we don't put the fool down, a foolish individual, if we don't teach them something, then they start to think that they're the wise ones. And Solomon says, no, that's not fitting. It's not fitting that a fool thinks they're wise. He says, that individual that sends a message, delivers a message, hires somebody to give them something that they're depending upon getting it done. He says the individual who uses a fool to accomplish a very serious task is like an individual that would be cutting off his own hands and feet. You'd say, well, you'd never want to cut off your own hands and feet. Well, then don't use an irresponsible, careless person to complete a task, because they're not going to get it done. They're going to waste time and energy and not get completed. He continues, he says, a proverb. You put a proverb in the mouth of a fool, and he says it's useless. He says it just doesn't fit. It doesn't belong there. The same way as if you were hunting with a sling, and you got to remember, scriptures, they use slings to go hunting and do damage and harm. He says you wouldn't take the stone and tie it into the sling. Well, that'd be foolish. That'd be crazy. And yet he said, the one who gives honor to the fool, that's just like they were going out hunting with a stone tied into the sling. It's a waste. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your energy. It doesn't do what you want it to do. So think about it. Think about how you want to honor people, who you honor, who you depend on, and choose wisely. Choose people that God wants you to honor, not a fool.